Shall I go first?
Go on then.
Ready?
Ian and I have been together for 13 years. Or 12. No, 12.
13 this year.
Is it 13 this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 this year. It's terrible.
I met Lauren when I was 25, about 6 years ago now, and we met on My Single Friend, which feels like a remarkably retro way to meet.
We met through a techno music forum called No Future, which is a bit weird considering we've been together for so long now. But we got talking before meeting each other at the gig, because you wanted to borrow some politics books off of me for a game that you were
Making a video game that was based around politics.
I was studying politics with law at university, so that's how the whole thing came in, because it was like on the forum you could talk about absolutely anything. So you'd go on there talking about music, or you'd be ranting about life, and I'd be ranting about stuff that was going on when I was at uni. And that's when you wanted to talk to me to borrow some books, which was a really smooth chat of mine.
So I kind of wish that we still both had our My Single Friend profile.
I bet you do.
Because it would be really fascinating to see what exactly we said to
Exactly
each other,
what we
like
said.
at the point of first contact.
I remember that yours said a lot of stuff about working in Parliament, and I thought that was quite cool. I very distinctly remember that there was a picture of you in a kilt, and I thought, oh, I've never gone out with a Scottish man before, and I've always had crushes on Scottish guys, so that would be a tick on the list.
Lauren's really attractive, so I was like, yeah, I'd probably like to go on a date with you.
The thing about forums is nobody. It's not like Facebook where there's like pictures of everybody, but there'd been threads where people had put pictures up.
Yeah.
You put up a little picture.
Yeah,
I've
we
seen
were-
it.
We
And
had
I was like-
avatars. See, the thing is, I had an avatar that was my face. I'd put pictures up. You rarely put
I think mine was Zippy.
Zippy. His avatar was Zippy with like a Mr. T load of chains on was your avatar. So I was technically talking to Zippy for all those years on the forum. But Zippy was really friendly, so it was fine.
So our first date was in O'Neill's Moswell Hill. Classy.
I didn't think our first date went very well, actually, to be honest. I didn't get the impression that Lauren was particularly interested. So, yeah, it happened. I got on the bus.
I was interested though, that's the thing. I think I was just nervous, and I think he mistook that for...
Bit standoffish. Then I sent Lauren the most qualified of text messages.
non-committal.
The next day.
It was basically, it'd be nice to see you again, but if you're not bothered, then don't worry, don't care, have a good life.
And you messaged me back.
I did.
And I was like, wow.
I'd left
well,
it a sort of prerequisite kind of 3-4 hours, something like
yeah,
that.
and I was like, that is surprising.
The funny thing is that when I was talking online, you know, you just get the vibe that you like somebody, and it seems, I guess at the time, even for me, it seemed a little bit odd because of the fact I was talking to somebody online, but we had so much in common through the music, the kind of stuff that we were into otherwise, so it was all kind of gelling. And then there was the fear that we meet up and actually it's just we're not going to get on at all. It could all be like this wonderful illusion online. But I was over the moon when we met, and it got better. It honestly got better. And it was then explaining to people, like when we did officially get together, like how we met, people were still a bit like, oh, is that not a bit odd?
I think we started doing online dating at just about the point where the stigma had kind of died.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, we've got a lot of friends who met online. I think, if anything, I probably have more friends who met their partners online than who met their partners IRL. And actually, we do know quite a lot of people who at the beginning did tell their friends and family that they'd met in a bar or something.
Maybe I'm wrong, but the fact that, we built quite a nice relationship out of meeting online, you never know, it maybe made other people think that they could give it a shot. And there are quite a few people that, we know who've met online.
You think that's because of us?
No, not necessarily.
You think we're an
directly,
advert?
But, it maybe helped normalise it a bit for people.
Yeah, why not?
We email each other every day. We still do the
emails, texts.
Text.
Well, iMessages.
Yeah.
And maybe because of the forums themselves, forums you would go on, there's a lot of typing.
Yeah.
Whether you're ranting or responding to other people.
I think we're
There's-
just
I think
just
we're
used to that. I
So-
kind of like the whole thing of just emailing each other through the day and texting as well.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. So yeah, and it's also something to keep hold of because I'm that kind of sentimental person as well.
I mean, look, I genuinely couldn't pin one thing down that is my favourite thing about Lauren. I genuinely think, in so many respects, she is absolutely perfect. And yeah, I couldn't, imagine being with anybody else, really.
That's a cop out.
I will never knock people going on dating websites or meeting through online forums, or if you're chatting on Facebook, or I know people that have had relationships bloom from Twitter and Flickr and places like that as well. So just because it's digital doesn't mean it's not real.
I'm a bit of a wanderer, I've been a bit of a rolling stone, and I've met lots and lots of people and in different ways, and I think however people get to meet each other, it doesn't matter as long as you find somebody that you love.
Exactly.